All right, I think we're live. Yes, I think we're live. All right, we are going to be doing a little bit of Etsy Q&A. We're going to be talking about how the end of the year is going, how you can set yourself up for success in 2026. And we have some exciting trainings coming up about how to increase your paycheck on Etsy next year. So if you are just joining us, go ahead and submit any questions you have. I'm going to also be touching on our big Black Friday deal that we do in our program, so you can get access to that. Let me share my screen. We'll start going through some of your Etsy questions first. Perfect. Happy Black Friday. I hope it's all going well. We have some exciting updates happening in our community. If you're curious, like, wow, how is Etsy looking this year for people? We actually just put up this Black Friday area, but this is a seller who does print on demand. Joined us 2 years ago. Now is hitting $100,000 this year. She was remembering she never thought she hit 100 sales, let alone over 10,000 sales, and she just shares her results. And Kat also just hit 100,000 for the year. Yeah, so we have some exciting $100,000 sellers who have done that in our company. Or this person, 3 months in. Who here is 3 months in on Etsy? They joined us 1 month ago. They hit their first $5,000. How long if you're watching, how long have you been on Etsy? Oh, look at this person. She says, I'm so happy to have joined the program 2 weeks ago. Yay. That's great. You can see Megan got her first sale. I joined 1 year ago. I just had my first $1,000 day. She's one of the people who hit 100,000 this year. Keep with the program, follow the modules and coaching. Attend at least 1 to 2 coaching calls a week. You will get there, she says. Look at all these people cheering her on. That's the part I love about this community. You know, it's truly people are rooting for you. They're behind you. Yeah. So this is what it looks like. If you're curious, some of you knew we teach at Etsy, and we are every level from their first sale to hitting their first $100,000. So anyways, this is exciting. All right, what questions do we have? I have some questions that I know were submitted. Oops, let me put this back over on the Facebook community. And we have a really cool thing coming up about how to increase your Etsy paycheck. Oh, whoops, here we go. Okay. The Q&A should be in here. It looks like we have some pending posts we need to get approved. Oh, cool. Lynette, she came to our summit in January of last year. Does anyone have a shop that we could look at? Andrea, you're interested, you need help getting started? Okay, that makes sense. Let me kind of go over something that we have that might be helpful to you. And this is our Black Friday deal that we are doing inside the platform. And I'm not sure if you're on our email list, you would have heard about this. But if you're not on the email list, you might not know that we're doing this. And this might be the perfect time for you to get started. And let me kind of share what is included here. We've had some of the bonuses kind of expire, but let me show you what this is. Okay, so I'm gonna share this so you can kind of see. So for Black Friday, if you did not know, if you're not on the email list, you might not know about this, but we do this once a year. We usually have a few hundred people who are waiting for us to do this deal, but it's basically where you get 50% off our coaching programs. So I will put the link here if you're interested in this. Okay, so we'll put the link here just for in a second, but it's 50% off all of our custom coaching programs. We have options available depending on what stage of the business you're at, plus an extra free month of coaching. And this includes all of our private message coaching, 5 coaching calls a week, and you can see what people say about it. Like someone had started having sales the next day after they joined. This is what people say about the coaching. Jeanette is so exciting. She is retiring at the end of this year, and she's now going to be able to go full-time on Etsy. So this person went from $200 a month to $2,000 a month. And so this is just what people are saying about our coaching. And if you're curious, like, what is this deal exactly for? It's all of what this is. So our private message coaching, 5 coaching calls a week. And this person had no sales. You can see Lori and Steve. Yeah, I think Lori and Steve here. No, Lori Lacey. 100 listings, no sales. And now she's already getting sales. Christina said, for anyone just starting and wanting to take it seriously, it really helps to have coaching. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the link here. If you want 50% off and an extra month of free coaching, you just click on the link in the chat and you pick a time that's on this calendar. So it looks like we have a few times today still. So you just click next, you put your name, email, and then what your situation is. Are you trying to replace your income? Are you a stay-at-home parent trying to just build a shop? Are you unemployed? You want to generate income or just a little bit extra? Or other, maybe it's like a totally different goal with Etsy. And then what level are you at currently? Or if you have no shop, totally fine. If you have the shop, link it. And then we give you this 50% off and an extra month free only on the call. It's a one-time opportunity. We don't save it for days. It's just our special Black Friday deal. We just do it once. And let's see, the bonus for this, I know that we still have one bonus in play, and it is coming to a hot seat coaching session with me in January. And with this, you're still getting coaching calls from me twice a week. So I will put the link in the chat. Some of our students are in here, and you can just click on that. Perfect. All right, let's jump into some of the shops that were submitted. By the way, is everyone here in our program already? It might be people in our program. I see some people are in our program, and you've probably been seeing like all the results and everything if you're in the program. But let me know, is anyone here not in our program? I know we have really loyal members, so they like to support me when we're live. But let me know if you're a part of the program or not. All right, we're going to take a look at this shop first. So 1 year on Etsy, only 245 sales. That is extremely low for 1 year. A good goal is 100 sales a month when you're starting out. That's what I like to recommend as a goal. And my concern is the amount of holiday stuff. My second concern is the focus on t-shirts. And my third concern is I'm wondering where the inspiration for these designs are coming from. So we never want to leave Halloween stuff in after Halloween. Okay. We really don't want to do that. And my concern here, like doing very basic stuff like that, if you're going to go with the Charlie Kirk Freedom idea, these letters have to be way more spaced out and not as tall. Okay. Yeah, it has to be pictured much differently. This is kind of like not quite it. We're like halfway there. If we go back to page 1, we can't do simple designs like this. Not typically going to work very well. Always consider when you're in designing, I mentioned designing was another issue. When you're designing, always consider the background color. We create the graphic with the background color of the mock-up in mind. So this is the perfect example. Kind of clashes, right? This would look fine on a white sweatshirt or a black sweatshirt if Mrs. Wilson was in white. But on the tan, we kind of blend in, right? It's a similar level of saturation with the lettering and the background. So we don't want to do things like that. We also want to make sure our spacing is right. For example, Nurse and Katie, too similar in size, yet Katie is way higher contrast. So it almost matches the level of focus that Nurse takes. It's also very high up on the shirt. So there's a lot of design issues at play here. And then if you're only at 245 sales, we cannot be listing all this Christmas stuff. So if we look at Christmas, 132 listings. Oh my goodness, girl, okay. We have literally a third of our product mix is going to expire in about 2 weeks. That's a problem. See, if you've been on Etsy for a year, you have not had momentum. If you have 245 sales, we have no momentum. We need to focus on listings that have longevity, where you can build revenue history. So right now, a third of these listings literally should be removed in about 2 weeks, or they will become dead weight. So that is my concern. That is my concern. And what is that? 132 listings. You put so much time into that. Yeah, that is concerning. So, and we also don't want to post listings like this, right? Because someone would find, they would find that at Walmart for $5. What is happening with, okay, this is the other thing. A loss leader. Let's talk about what a loss leader is. A loss leader is not burying a baby onesie. Let me see here. Or okay, this is the thing. A loss leader, how to get it to be $7.99. It's not making the off color. No one's going to order an orange shirt with snowflakes on it. It's not picking an option that no one would want and having that be the cheap thing. It's also not sticking a baby onesie in it, which this is not the thing bringing it down, but it's not like selling a women's t-shirt and sticking a baby onesie in it and then listing it at $7.99. So deception is not a loss leader strategy. A loss leader, let's talk about what a loss leader is. A loss leader is an actual listing in your shop. It's lower price point, lower margin. The entire listing is that, not one color, not one size that is not the actual size people would want. And it's something that is a true value. Okay, it's a true value. It's truly desirable. It has mass appeal, and it's an entire listing. So one example of a loss leader is the Costco chickens. Costco chickens, right? They're $4.99. These rotisserie chickens, $4.99. Costco lost $4 million in 2016 on these, and it is because it's a loss leader. It gets people into the store, to the back of the store. Now, with us, we're not going to lose money on listings. We're not going to lose money on products, but a loss leader is truly a good value listing. And the goal is to get 20 orders per day on that listing. We're not going to be buying, no one's going to be buying an orange t-shirt with snowflakes on it 20 times a day. So that is super important to take note of. Okay, you're not in the program yet, unsure how to apply strategies to the German market. We have European coaches. We have coaches all over the world. And that is, I think, another reason why our students are from 35 countries. It's because we have a global team. So if that is helpful to you, our coaching team, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but our coaching team is right here. And so we have, here we go. So we have Sarah, we have Annabella, I'm talking about people outside the US, Hamad, Celine, Kate. We have another person who needs to be added here, Sarah, another Sarah. So we have coaches outside the US as well. So including Europe and Australia and Canada. So we really believe in having a global approach, and that's why we have students in 35 countries. Okay, so with this shop, we found a lot of work, right? This person has a lot of opportunity to make some improvements. We also need to work on our pricing strategy, our SEO, our site merchandising, our product mix. I will say our top print-on-demand sellers, and these people do over $200,000 per month. They're not typically focused just on t-shirts. That's typically not the main focus. Okay, great question. Do people buy on emotion, or do they buy just likely the design? I don't buy on emotion. I buy because I like the design. Am I in the minority? I think people buy on emotion when it's personalized. When it is not personalized, then they're buying the design. With print on demand, they're sure as heck not buying the quality. It's not like I'm buying a Madewell t-shirt that's going to last a long time and wash really well. With print on demand, it's either the personalization, which is more of the emotional play, or the design itself. Now, this is a great example. This is not personalized. So there's no emotion involved here. Someone would really have to like that design to pay $22 for it, because the actual price is $22. How are they getting $11.99? Orange. Who is going to buy an orange t-shirt with a blue snowflake on it? No one, right? So this is deception. I would never recommend doing this. It's a poor customer experience. Okay, and so if someone really wanted like a sweatshirt or something with a snowflake on it, sweatshirt, snowflake, and it's probably, Walmart. Actually, holiday sweatshirt. This is where you start getting into like the $10 things. So and this is getting some of the ugly Christmas sweater stuff, which is going to be more expensive because it's more of a novelty, not just the basic crew neck. So that is my concern. We talked about loss leaders. We talked about your product mix. We talked about the amount of holiday listings, the stage of the business you're at. What other questions do we have here? Someone said third month organic steady growth dropped at 20 visits per day. We should have 20 visits per listing per day. Let's see here. Here's someone sold a few interfaith ornaments. What other products would be good to try to double down on? I can't see shirts, cups being applicable. The question is, who is your customer? Who is your customer? We need to make sure we're targeting a profitable customer. Without a customer in mind, how would we know what products to sell? So interfaith ornaments, I guess I would want to see what that looks like. And we would want to make sure that we are adding in other products that support what that customer is already coming to Etsy for. We're not trying to convince them or hard sell them on something that they wouldn't be interested in. We're looking at who is our customer, how do we serve them in different areas of their life for 4 to 7 years. And so the focus is not the product. That's a lot of people say, well, I have this product that's selling. Like, oh, this is selling. What else do I sell? We want to instead ask not what else do I sell? We say, who is buying this? Number one, who is buying that? Who is spending their extra income on that? And then we look at, what is that person? What do they spend money on in their life? Who is in their life? What expensive hobbies or activities do they have? What are they already coming to Etsy for? So when you have something sell, instead of thinking, what else do I sell? We think, who was buying that? Who was the customer avatar for that one thing that took off? Okay, awesome. I'm very passionate about this. Don't mean to be too enthusiastic, but this is my bread and butter. This is my jam. I couldn't believe it. We helped over 5,500 Etsy sellers with these strategies, and it's mind-blowing. I am secretly so excited for the next 48 hours because on Monday, December 1st, we get to post in the community something very exciting. It's my favorite thing of every single month. And it's this one simple post. And if you're in the platform, you know what I'm talking about. It is, where did it go? It is the end of the month post, October results. We're going to put up November results. We're going to say, what happened? How did it go? Tell me everything. And we get just blown away with these results. And so this is why I'm so passionate about this. Because Etsy success is possible for anyone. However, what worked for you this year, it's not going to work for you the same next year. And so even like these larger shops, 74,000, we have shops that do up to 200,000 and more per month. And the thing is, we see a lot of shops will hit a certain level of success. And then the next year, it's worse. And we look at, okay, what did we do year over year? Oh, we didn't do anything different. No wonder it went down. So with e-commerce, especially with Etsy, you have to keep moving forward. If you stop moving forward, if we stop expanding the product mix in the right way, your best seller last year will not continue to be your best seller. And if it is, you left a ton of money on the table. So if anyone is here and you're like, oh, this sounds very interesting, I would like to learn about getting help and joining this community of 5,500 people. We do 50% off once a year, and it's Black Friday. It's our Black Friday deal, and you get an extra bonus of an extra month free, and we customize the package for you. So I will put the link in the chat one more time. And this is a free call, by the way. We don't let anyone in the program without speaking to us first because we want to make sure we all have the same expectations. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. We are not guaranteeing some crazy amount of income. It's hard work and it's consistency. And everyone who's seeing incredible results put in the hard work consistently. So that's what this is about. And we'll show you exactly all the lessons so you have a really clear understanding. You have 100% accurate expectations because you saw everything first. So that's what this call is. We'll walk you through the entire program. We'll show you what coaching messaging looks like. We'll show you what coaching calls looks like and everything. Oh, Keisha, she's amazing. Having the best Christmas season ever thanks to this program. You won't regret it. She is going bananas on Etsy right now, you guys. Her and her husband and their family, she's crushing. So yeah, she's been part of our program for over 2 years now. Is it over? Yeah, over 2 years, 2020, 3 years. Keisha, I need to look at the calendar. But she's crushing it. She's on social media. Your shop name's not here, but she's crushing it and doing a variety of products. And her shop, this is a perfect example. Her shop looks completely different today than it did 2 years ago. Completely different. If she had not evolved, if her product mix never changed over the last 24 months, whoa, we would have left money on the table. So it's just proof of, even if you've been on Etsy 16 years, with people who've been on Etsy 16 years, they're still evolving. And we have this one sweet lady, her name is Shyla, and she was on Etsy for 16 years. And she said, where'd she go? Here she is. Okay. She shared recently, here she is dancing and 16 years, she almost gave up. More orders, views, and visits. She was thinking she would have to get another job after 16 years. Not anymore. Everything's revived, and she's going to blow this up in 2026. Yeah, and Keisha says 100% not selling now what she started with. Like, huge transformation. Okay. What other questions do we have? We're talking about holiday listings. We're talking about Black Friday, your product mix, SEO we could go over. We also have a free training coming up. let me show you this. It's all about increasing your Etsy paycheck. So if you're on the fence about, okay, what do I need to do here? What do I need to do? I'm going to put this link in the chat, and we're doing a free masterclass on the 15th and 17th. And this is all about how to increase your Etsy paycheck without ads in 2026. Keisha, actually, she's here in the chat. She's one of our students. She had an accounting background. And so, corporate, Miss Corporate, now Miss Entrepreneur. So, she has a family. So paycheck is super important. And so if you are interested in how to increase your Etsy paycheck over the next year without ads, definitely click on the 15th or the 17th, whichever day you think is better for you. 10 a.m. or 1 p.m. Pacific. You put in your name and email, and we would love to have you there. And we'll be talking about how to increase orders quickly, basically kickstarting orders, because if you don't have movement of orders, there's nothing to work with, right? We're dead in the water. We'll also be talking about our $100 product listing strategy, which is all about boosting your profits without adding more work. So these are high price point products. You'll learn how to do that. If you don't have that in place, you'll learn about that. You'll also learn how to make everything look more premium. So if you are walking in to 2026 looking like Facebook Marketplace flea market, like this is going to help you. And that's totally fine. A lot of people come in with like Facebook Marketplace type of photos, like you took a picture of something on the floor and that's like your picture. Well, we're going to show you how to take that picture of that thing you put on the floor, took a picture of with your phone. We're going to show you how to make this look more premium. Oh, shoot. Keisha, look in the chat, everyone. I made $80,000 a year in corporate as an accountant, and this year estimated to make $150,000 as a business owner, and the work is way easier. You guys, let's all congratulate her. She's been in our program over 2 years. Bye-bye accountant life. Hello entrepreneur life. Almost doubled her paycheck. That's insane. And that's what we'll be talking about on this training. And I'm sure Keisha, all of these things, increasing orders fast. She knows what this strategy is. $100 plus product listing strategy. So high price point products, how to look instantly like a premium brand, and then how to get free traffic without paying for ads. Okay, so this is super important. We're going to be talking about all of that. And then we have a 3-month sprint we'll be talking about that gives you weekly action steps to grow your paycheck. So I'd love to have you there. Who here is coming? If you're not part of our program, let me know if you're coming to this. The link is right in the chat. Would love to have you there. 15th and 17th. It's going to be fantastic. And you just click save your spot. Super, super easy. No ads required. The whole goal is increasing your income. Yeah, so someone said, I heard your course is on promotion. Can you share the link? What is the price now? It's not one price. It's not a link. You can't even buy it without speaking to us, actually. But yeah, all of our custom coaching packages, we're cutting the price 50%. So yeah, it's a huge deal. We still put something custom together for you because we do not believe in a one-size-fits-all approach. That's not serving our customer, and it's not serving you. And really, our approach is customer first, product second, which maybe you've gathered from how I'm speaking about your product mix today. And that's what we do with our program too. So everything is truly customized for you. If you're over $10,000 a month, we have sets of options available for you. If you're between $1,000 and $10,000 per month, we have sets of options available for you. And if you don't have a shop, or if you're just starting out, just making a couple hundred or something, we have sets of options that are available for you. Okay, so yeah, let us know if you have any questions about that. Perfect. So we have that going on in 2 weeks. just 2 weeks from now. Actually, a little bit over 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And cannot wait to see you there. It's going to be fantastic. And who here is coming to that? Let us know in the chat. Yeah, let us know in the chat. Let us know if you are coming. It's going to be great. Okay, any other questions? We went over loss leaders. We went over international coaches. We went over the 50% off deal. Yeah, any other questions? And then Keisha shared her financial results from this program. So, which is phenomenal. I mean, this is literally the reason why we do it. Emily, you just signed up. Amazing. Welcome to the community. Definitely when you join us, introduce yourself. We love to have a little introduction and get to know you. Come to my coaching calls. I just had one this morning, and then there's ones tomorrow too. So in terms of upcoming coaching calls, if you're in the inner circle, there is one this afternoon. If you are, all you do is click under events. There's also another coaching call I'm leading in the morning. There's a coaching call on how to create digital products, also tomorrow morning. And then an evening coaching call tomorrow night with me. And then on Sunday, we are going to be doing live design audits. So if your designs are looking like this, or if you're struggling with design on any front, or if you're struggling with font duos and maybe you're not getting any traffic. If you're not getting traffic, it could be an SEO problem, but it could also be a design problem. Definitely come to this training. We're going to be doing live design audits and showing you specifically what to change. Drop shipping is only possible with certain product categories. Yeah, good question. Okay, amazing. Sorry, my kids came in here. That's what they're like when they're home. Okay, any other questions? Any other questions? But we are loaded with support. I cannot wait to see your results. Should we do one more shop audit? One more shop audit. Let's pull up one more shop before we hop off. See in the chat. Happy planner print. Let's do that. Looks like it might be digital. Okay. Let's take a look at this shop. Happy planner print. Perfect. All right. So 3 months on Etsy, 32 sales. For digital, we would like to see that quite a bit higher. And it looks like you have 37 listings. Happy planner print. Okay, so this is not really, the banner is your most valuable visual real estate. It's not really the place to be putting things that should go into your about section, your business philosophies, your mission statements. That should all be in your about section. So this part, which is super low contrast, it's really hard to read. I don't know if you guys can see that. We don't want to have any of that here or this. What is the product? What do you want to be known for? Well, if we really zoom in, it looks like this. But if you look at this little square, what percent of your banner does that take up? 7%? I would say 7 to 8%. On like 1/12. 7 to 8% of your banner is taken up by the product. We want 100% of your banner to be focused on the product. Keep that in mind. We also are doing an interesting combination of medical kits, moods and mindfulness, and moms. So anytime you start to create anything around the medical space, pain, weight, medication, migraine, all of this, it's going to be very important that we don't become a general digital shop. Now, the reason is because you need to You really, really need to be trusted as an authority. And I'm sure, even like when you're thinking about the people who teach on YouTube, you can tell who is an authority on something and who is maybe just riffing and making stuff up as they go. Keisha's so kind. She said, Dylan is the most hardworking person I've ever met. Her drive will rub off on you if you give it a chance. That's very kind. I like to motivate people. I hope that if you come into our ecosystem, I hope you feel motivated. I hope you feel fire under you. And I hope that you feel like now that you have the right strategies and the right support, you're unstoppable. That's how I want you to feel when you join us. So I'm glad. Thanks, Keisha. But anytime you get into the medical space when it comes to digital products, you really got to stay in your lane. Seriously, stay in your lane. Do not start adding in anything like real estate templates or social media templates or prompts for AI prompts or anything like that. We've got to stay in the lane. So keep that in mind. Happy Planner Print. I would even maybe rethink the name of this. And it looks like you want to go heavy in this space because that's the majority of your product mix, or I would say the biggest proportion of your product mix. It's just everything is looking so much the same. And when you are on Etsy for 3 months and you only have 32 sales, every single listing should look completely different, right? Should look completely different. Different text, different styles. We're doing a lot of the same like skinny overlay type of thing. And we're doing a lot of the same. So we really need the opportunity to test here. Okay. Also would be recommending different pricing strategies at this stage. I'd be testing quite a bit more. The description is not really optimized for mobile. We have a lot going on here. We're missing site merchandising and we're not optimized for Pinterest. Yeah, we need different pricing strategies. This is not what we'd want to be doing for your pricing. We have a lot of text. So when you're thinking about it, people are on their phones. They're not really reading all of that. And this is not an optimized description. Okay. I'm also very curious where you are verifying that there's product market fit for these products. And my question for you is really, are you actually competing in your value proposition? Your value proposition is that combination of your photo, like this, and your price point. So $2.50, and this is what we're seeing. Is that a strong design? Is that more functional than someone else's? Does this have more pages or more features? The only thing quantified is 3 tracking methods. But what does that look like? How does that translate? I'm not seeing it. And so when you do a competitor analysis, which is what we always do, Dream Journal, who's our competition? Let's see here. I think we have excessive tabbing. Okay. So this is what it is because I clicked on it. That's why it's showing up. So if you're thinking, oh, my listings are ranking at the top, why am I not getting sales? They're ranking at the top because you've looked at your listings before. Just keep that in mind. So you are competing essentially with physical products. If we look at Dream Journal download, then let's see who you're competing with. All right. We're seeing this printed. We're seeing these on iPads. We're seeing stronger design elements. We're seeing the more digital features and element and angle there on a lot of these, showing that it's both a digital option and a printable option. So I don't know that we're competing. We're seeing the variety of page types versus here. We're just seeing like one printout. So we always want to make sure we are competitive. Even this one, like 383 pages, and it's just a little more expensive than yours, but it's showing clean, crisp. Even the color of the paper is crisp white versus yours is kind of not the high contrast. So there's a lot that could be done there. And I know we just dove into one listing specifically, but I hope it's helpful. And if you want any additional guidance, definitely come to our workshop. So the focus, we've done workshops before on how to go full-time on Etsy. But some of you are not looking to go full-time. Some of you are just looking for an extra paycheck. You're thinking, I could really use an extra paycheck, or I'm worried about job security. I would like to have an extra paycheck next year. So if that is you, that is what this specific workshop is going over. I'll put the link again here in case you didn't see it, but that's what this workshop is covering. It's really how to focus on getting your shop to be consistently providing an extra paycheck, and not an extra paycheck one time, not an extra paycheck in November or December, but consistently giving you that extra paycheck so that, hey, if you wanted to quit your job, okay, I could. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll always keep your job, but at least you have this buffer and this margin in your life. And just keep in mind, it's a choice. Like scaling on Etsy is a choice. It's not easy. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's hard work and consistency. And like Keisha said, like being around someone like myself or like our team, it will rub off on you, and you will be successful. It just is a matter of putting in the effort. So I would love to just invite all of you to join this. Go ahead and RSVP, click on the link. Well, you just click save my free spot, and you can do Monday or Wednesday. So we'll be doing Monday the 15th or Wednesday the 17th. Oh my gosh, Keisha, I now never have to worry about making money ever again because Dylan taught me how to do it. That is why I do this. That is literally why I do this. And that makes everything worth it. And that, when we think about, yesterday was Thanksgiving and gratitude, like so much to be grateful for. I just have to say, having this platform and this channel and this community to be able to make an impact, I'm grateful for the purpose it has given me. And I'm grateful that people like Keisha even tell me the impact that it's had on them. Because that's the only reason, that's the only reason that I do this. If it didn't work, I wouldn't be doing this, So thank you, Keisha. And I hope to see you all at the live class. We'll just be talking about boosting that paycheck, and we're talking about actual profit from Etsy. And, Keisha went from 80K a year corporate job, accountant, to 150K take home from Etsy using these strategies. So definitely come to the training, and I'd love to have you. All right. Thanks, guys. All right. We'll see you later.